can you hear me? I got sound. Alright. Look, I really don't mind. Like, if you're recording me, I don't go to fuck. But, I'll tell you what happened. Yeah, what happened was this. This started with, like, Tibby finding out I was talking with Blanche. So he found out I was talking with Blanche, yeah? And, because I was under her nickname. I was under her nickname and I was trolling Tibby. And then I took the mic, to shock him that it was me. And what he did was he pulled like a 9/11 of trolling this guy, and it's still going on, yeah. What he did was he had some recording of me, not the one that you've heard there. Some other recording where I said something like, I'm high or something, and I'm at a friend's house. And Blanche was in the room and thought it was me, so she PM'd that random nickname, and presuming that it was me. And Tibby managed to get her password because he already knew that I had her password. So he asked for it again. She gave him the password. He went onto her nickname, and I ended up giving him my password. He ended up getting onto my Skype as well, and that's where he got my personal details. Now, he recorded the conversation I had with him when I was trolling him, and that's the recording that you're hearing there on YouTube. But what he's done there is he's edited it. I did say things that I perhaps shouldn't have. Sometimes things come out the wrong way, and he's edited that perfectly. The only thing when I mentioned her and I said yes, mom's a bitch. This is him mentioning these names. I'm not bringing these names up or claiming anything about them. The blackmailing part, I'm simply he's talking about, get pictures and let's scam them, let's blackmail them. And I'm just amusing him, really. I mean, no girl on here can really accuse me of doing that, because I've never asked any of these chicks for money, period. Now, we're coming to that melody. Now, Habiba happened, that recording was like a month and a half ago. So Habiba was like fairly recent. This was like 2 weeks ago, melody. And it was like 2 weeks ago. And Shady was bragging in a room one day that he had Habiba well trained, and they were talking about how he's got her credit card and whatnot. So I was like, are you sure about that, Shady? Because I've already heard things. People have been attacking her, calling her a cyber slut and whatnot. So I was like, are you sure about that? He's like, yeah, I'm sure. I said, do you want me to prove you wrong? He's like, okay, then do so. Prove me wrong. I don't think you can. So I was like, alright. That same night, what I did was spoke to Habiba, and that's the only time I recorded her. Listen, first of all, I don't even know how to record. Whenever I click record, my microphone cuts out. So obviously I have to be in the microphone as well. So it cuts out, so they know that something's fishy. So yeah, basically. But see, the thing is, that guy is so sneaky, because when I only showed him and Tibby that recording, and Tibby recorded me on the mic playing that recording, and he was playing it in rooms. But Shady at the time, yeah, he wanted to expose Habiba. He was being nasty to her, and Habiba even called my phone. Yeah, she called me, and she was complaining about Shady, about how nasty he was being, and like, why is he being like this? Why did you tell him? I actually spoke to Shady twice and told him to be nice to Habiba and like just lay off her for a bit. Don't expose her. Yeah, don't tell everyone, because he was actually telling people. He wanted to tell everyone. He invited Yusuf Dean because he apparently he speaks to her. He's saying it. No. Yes, he did in fact, but he told me to stop doing it. This is after. Yeah. First of all, he wanted me to send him the recording. He wanted to expose it. He was inviting people into the PM to warn them about Habiba, that she's doing it with everyone, really. And I was telling him not to. I told him twice, on the mic. I told this kid, lay off her for a bit less. If you're going to expose her, don't do it yet. I was telling him not to expose her and not to tell people about this. And then what happened was a day or two later, I'm invited into a PM with him and Habiba, and they're accusing me of lying about something, about her doing it 20 times or something. And I'm like, what the fuck are you even talking about? And they're like, she only did it once or twice with you. She only did it once or twice. He sounded like such a doormat, such a kid. Yeah, he's like, here. Point here is that I got her on the mic doing that, and I showed it to you. That was the. I mean, what's nothing extra here? Why they got me in this PM? And I start getting pissed off. And I also invited Aristocles Maghribi into that PM, and he's a witness. Like I was shouting. I mean, I challenge Shady to swear by Allah that I'm lying about any of this, man. Wallahi, I think this is the truth. So I start arguing with him then. And even then, I didn't say I was going to expose. I was just shouting at him, and I was saying, "Look, you're so naive, Shady." I was like, "You're a doormat. Habiba's a compulsive liar." And you know, at first Habiba actually denied it until she heard the recording. You can record all of this, yeah, and play it in rooms if you like, yeah. I can't be bothered explaining this time and time again. It's fuck that.